Hi, I'm Kimfitnesschic. This is my live series. We're on day 269 today. This is Kimfitnesschic Glute activation exercises and running stretches. So, I've ran every day since December 1st, 2013. So obviously my hamstrings, my glutes, my hip flexors, every single muscle in my legs is tight. They're tight all the time. I have never taken a day off. So really, I risk getting hurt. So I do try to stretch every day before and after when I run. But with that being said, when I was looking to do my glute workout today, I found that because of tight hamstrings, tight hip flexors, when you do your glutes, you really should do glute activation exercises first before. So I'm going to show you what I do stretching first, and then I'm going to show you the exercise. So before I usually will warm up first, like I'll walk really slow at like 3.5 miles an hour for a minute or two before I even stretch. But basically just going into a lunge. So I'll go into a lunge. And also sometimes I'll bring it down low, because then that causes more of a stretch throughout my legs, my butt, my hamstrings, my calves, everything, my hip flexors. So then I'll come back up and I'll take my knee down and I'll push forward, because that's really stretching the muscle right here, the hip flexor, muscles and stuff in the front of my legs. So then I'll hold that and I'm focusing on my breathing while I'm doing this. And then I'll push back to get more of a stretch and to really stretch my calves and my hamstrings. Then come back up again. I'll walk my foot in and I'll stretch my hamstrings again, because my hamstrings are very tight all the time. And then I just kind of do something funky where I work on balance. Come back down. I'll bring the other leg back, and then I'll bring the other leg forward and do the same thing. Do lunge, long, walk up, take the knee down, and then push my hips forward. So I'm getting a really good stretch throughout my hip muscles. Back to get hamstrings, calves, the back of my legs. Some people say that stretching isn't important anymore. I disagree. Those muscles need to be warmed up. Those muscles need, especially when I'm running every day, I need to make sure those muscles are warmed up and flexible and ready to move. As I come back up, I lunge. Then I walk the back leg in. And really balancing. Both feet stretch. Over to one side. Other side. Okay. Then I come up. And then I just do a quad stretch. And then wake up my ankles. Okay, so that's what I do. I used to do, when I was done, if my legs are really tight, or if my back is really tight, I would do this. And then I would just stretch my legs out. So can do like stuff like that too. Or for a while I was doing like when my knee was hurt and I was trying to stretch my knee out, I was doing this after my workout, just to get some of the pain out of my knee because my knee was hurting so bad. So you can also do that. Okay, here's the exercise. So the hip flexor stretch. That's going to be, these are the gluteal activation. You're going to do hip flexor stretch. You want to make sure your knee is not over your toes. And you don't want like, unless you're dropping your knee to like do more of a hip flexor stretch, you want to keep your leg back and up. You don't want it like this either. You wanna up like this, have that leg back, have this leg so your knee is behind your ankle. Then by the time you go down, your knee will be about over your ankle. And then hold it. And you should feel it the whole way through here, through your entire legs. Okay, next one, bridge. Basically just lay on your back and we're gonna bridge up. And that's definitely gonna get all of the front of your legs, your hip flexors, that's gonna get your butt. It's gonna wake up your whole lower body and your upper body. You wanna hold for at least 10 seconds. You focus on breathing. Okay. Third one is all four bent leg raise. So we're going to be on all fours. And then we're going to tighten our core before we do anything. So we don't want our back up like this. We don't want it down like that. We want it tight like a board. And then we're going to take that leg up. You want to make sure, the thing is, your hips want to turn out. Like, see, your hips want to turn out. You want to keep your hips towards the ground. You want to keep your head down, not up, down. So you can lift it up. And your natural instinction is going to be to twist your hips. So you're going to have to focus on keeping your hips facing down to the ground. Okay. So then you're going to do both legs. Tighten your core first, lift up. You're going to get more of an intense if you flex your foot versus planing. You don't want to be like this, that's cheating. Maybe. Okay, now single leg bridge exercise. So you're going to be laying on your back. You're going to have one leg down, one leg up, and we're going to bridge up and down Just hold it. And if you put your hands on your butt, lower your butt, put your hands on your butt, raise your butt, you should feel your muscles tighten immediately. Do the other side. Okay. And the last one is the clean exercise. So, lie on your side, your feet are together, your legs are together, and you're basically just opening and closing your legs. And that's really like getting your hip flexors too. The muscles that are right here. Okay, so that is all of them. So please like, share, comment, and have a fabulous day. See ya.